Welcome to the Active Trader Setups Tutoring Reference Series, where we'll be reviewing charts and exactly tutoring you on how to set those charts up from scratch, what the indicators are on each chart template that's shown over on our Trader Members site under Products. So you go to tradermembers.com, click on the Products tab, and we have the page set up for our members, as well as it's open to the public if you want to learn more about our charts. We have each chart outlined, each template. We have a different section for the futures charts, and we're taking each chart one at a time and showing all the indicators that are on the chart, telling a little bit about what they tell you, showing you where the scanners are located to scan for the inflection points that are shown on these charts, as well as at the very end of each of these reference tutoring videos, we will have a step-by-step instruction of how to create this chart from scratch with a new chart, starting with the data series and then loading the template. That'll be in about the last 5 minutes of each of these videos. That'll be shown right above the chart template on the page, and this will be the name of the video on the YouTube site that's shown right below the chart template on the page. So it's Products page at tradermembers.com. That's open to the public as well. So you want to remember this if you're having to reconstruct a chart, or you want to place a chart into a workspace you already have open. You don't have that chart there and you need to build it because you want to start using it in your workspace that you've already got created. You'll go over, find this video, just fast forward over the last 5 minutes, and it'll show you how to create each chart from scratch. And be sure to watch on our YouTube channel. We got the Active Trader Setups Trading Setup Series that's coming out 3 and 4 times a week, where we're reviewing actual charts from the day, that's using the chart and the indicator setups that are on that chart to use practical application of the indicators on the charts, how you're going to read them and how you're going to react and trade to them. That's an ongoing series for our clients to learn from, as well as our guests to learn more about our trading package. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and be watching for that series multiple times a week. This video is brought to you by Active Trader Setups Trading Package, a day trader setups company. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel while you're here, and go over to daytradersetups.com. You can find out more about our package under our features area, our registration area, as well as our education and training. We have a YouTube channel page that has links to various videos as well. And then you can go over to our members site. It's called tradermembers.com. Go to the products page, and we have a full listing of reference materials for our traders to access, but this page is open to the public. It goes over each of the charts and what they have on them, the indicators, the indications, how to scan for those, and so forth. Chart template name, change minutes, ATS InflectionD. The D stands for daily. This is a standard candle plot with ATS inflection overlaid. And it's the same ATS inflection we've watched in many other videos with the 3 white lines, most recent, second most recent, third most recent, and the golden lines go back up to 10 days. You can see this is loaded with a 5 minute on the picture here. It says the data series is 15. We had it changed on a 5 when we made this screenshot. But it's 15-minute data chart with a daily input as well.
It's called Change Minutes ATS InflectionD. And you can modify the candlesticks. Any intraday candlesticks allowed. Do not modify the daily data. And all that's shown on the charts, much like many other charts we've looked at. We got the volume up and down at the bottom. We got the volume alert visual plot with the 5-minute high bar up bars, or not 5-minute, 5-bar high. And if it's a solid green, it's a 10-bar high, vice versa on the pink lines. And that's all it is in the chart. And we're going to take a look at the chart real quick. Here's our chart. There's been many other videos out that discuss this chart. This is plotting on a 5-minute, and you can see this was a day break. This little line here gapped up right into that previous. And remember, this line, this is yesterday's line that's carried forward today. As you go back at the beginning of the day, that line was right there. It stayed there all day. None of these lines moved the entire day. That very last tick shifted that line to the new position for the next trading day. So you can see that this gapped into that line. Now, if you're looking at previous days, other than the white dotted line on the previous days, when you go back, the other lines that are this dashed line or solid white or any of those orange lines, they've been there for multiple days. So you can see this gap right into that line. The data box shows the high of that bar at 95.18 in our line. 95.18. That's that little gray box over there. It shows right here as well. 95.18 plotted from the day before, the gap right into the line and failed. It gapped up here. This is where it opened. It opened at this white line at 95.05, and you can show the open price 95.03 shown in the box right here was the open of that bar. For this is a 5-minute chart. Opened at 95.03, gapped. If you like to play gap and runs, this will slow you down. It gaps and runs right into the previous day's inflection point to the penny and failed. Turned down and dropped all the way down to here, 94.65. Bounced again, lost it again. You can see where it came back up. This is just standard candle charts. This is from 2 days ago. We got this plot on here at $94 in the box here. Second white line, 94.83. What's the high of that bar? 94.84. Do you think our inflection charts could help your trading? Fails there, drops back down. Next time comes up through there. Now, you can take this chart with these inflection charts and you can add our Power Momo to it. You can add MACD at the bottom if you like to trade MACD. You can add relative strengths at the bottom. You can add any indicators you want on the bottom of this chart. And it's going to plot accustomed to what you're used to, because this is a standard candle chart. Some guys don't like our wick bars. They eventually come around, but you can take our trading system and this inflection bar charting system and create your own trade plan around that and never look at a cloud. It's all up to you. You know, trading plans are finding something that works for you on a consistent, profitable basis. So this is a great example of not using our standard charts, our wick charts, our algorithm charts, just using our inflection indicator, and that alone can pay for an entire month's subscription in a month. I mean, in a one trade. And you could feed this with your free data from Thinkorswim. You could feed it with free data from interactive brokers, you just have to isolate yourself to these standard candle charts. I zoomed this chart on over. You look at this nice run you got at these two golden lines. It didn't run them to the penny, but it hesitated, fell back, and then when it ran up some more, it got to these areas again. Remember, these gold lines were on here for multiple days. This one's at 96.40 on the high day, 96.39. Thanks again for watching our video. I'm going to show you how to make this chart from scratch. Now the scanners for this are located in this box, and they are the inflection alerts, and they are run off tick data scanners. So you can't scan off these for those line levels because they are created. You can't scan for these with standard candle charting. You have to have a tick data package. It looks at as far as the alerts on the reversals, they come in and they run off of the tick data, the blue diamond reversals off the wick charts. Now, these being at the inflection price, will tell you when it's at the line with regular price bars. I don't believe you can calculate these lines. I think I stepped out of line saying you could run this on a standard package. These are tick driven, so you cannot run these on a standard package. You have to have tick data. Your candles plot in here, but these lines won't plot without tick data. They are tick driven on the indicator itself. They check every tick every day. So you are scanning the ATS inflection alerts, and you can scan them with volume off the tick ATS wick bars as they reverse, or you can find them when they're coming into that area. How to create the chart from scratch. Remember, the name is Change Minutes ATS InflectionD. The bottom of your chart has ATS InflectionD on it. Shows the daily and the minute data here. You're going to go in, look at your data. I'm looking at the data myself so I can show you. We have the minutes, 15 is what we actually have configured on it. We're going back 30 days, regular trading hours, no plot set. And then on the daily, when you load the daily, you got to remember you're putting in 1 day. It'll default to 365. You're going to change this to regular trading hours. You got to change the chart style or STSAlgo, and then go to the very bottom, set do not plot, and then select not checked here on the auto scale. So we're going to Control Center New Chart. Going to select a symbol. The first entry is minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set it to 15. I'm going to put it to 45 days. Change it at the very last selection, regular trading hours, break end of day, standard candlesticks, do not plot. We're going to add another, have to be the same symbol every time. We've got to change this to the daily. It'll default 365. Again, you need to change it to regular trading hours. Break it into day. No candlestick. STSAlgo, choose that. It'll block out that big daily candlestick. And then go down here, new panel. We don't want a new panel. We want it with the other one, so we put it on panel 1. And we do not want to plot the executions. We hit OK. We got a brand new chart. Right click, select templates. Load. This is a standard candle, non-cloud. It's not in there, I'm sorry. Standard candlesticks. Change Minutes ATS InflectionD. There's our chart, ready to go, rebuilt from scratch. That's all you need to know. Thanks for watching our videos. This video is brought to you by Active Trader Setups Tutoring Reference Series, where we're dissecting the components of each chart and all the indicators that are shown on the charts and how to read them and what they're intended to inform you about. Be sure to watch the complete series on any other chart templates you need information on, and as well as be sure to tune in to our trading and training series, where we'll be looking at real-time setups on the charts as they progress through the day, and you start to learn to recognize how you're applying all these indicators to your trading. We're taking the charts and the indicators and learning how they apply to real-time trading and reading the charts. That's the trading and training series. We're putting that out 2 to 3 times a week during the week, and then also on the weekends we're going to have a weekend chart talk video that goes into many more charts that showed up throughout the week, and mainly concentrating on the cloud setups and the ATS inflection charts. Thanks again for watching our video. To learn more about our trading package at ActiveTraderSetups.com.